Hi everyone, it's Ryan. Today I want to talk about whether purchasing now with the credit you have, with the income you have, versus waiting, which is beneficial. So I have a scenario. It's based off a real life scenario. It's not the exact numbers, but I have a scenario where a client is thinking about purchasing today. It's on this. It's on this example over here. So 700,000 purchase price, 96.5% loan to value, which means 3.5% down. They have a 670 credit score right now. Because of that, it's beneficial. I did the numbers to go FHA loan, a Federal Housing Authority backed loan. Their monthly payment, total monthly payment, everything is 4739. That's property, principal and interest, mortgage insurance, taxes, insurances. With FHA, there's a funding fee, so that got wrapped into the loan as well. So it's the higher loan amount, $675,000. But this is their payment today. Now, I looked up what would happen if they waited 6 months, repaired their credit, and looked again in 6 months. So uh, this is Fannie Mae, and so far this year, the amount of appreciation of homes, how much homes are going up, has gone down. The amount. So they were going up at 20% roughly a year for the last couple of years during the pandemic, but now it's at 14% a year. I estimated 12% in 6 months. So divide that by two, 6% increase um, in 6 months. So that purchase price is now going to be $742,000 for the exact same home. So let me make sure I'm back on the right one. I have two options I want to show you. So again, it was a $700,000 home with an FHA at 5.625%. This is if it's an FHA. Also, if they did FHA at 720 score, if it went up 50 points, the payment is actually higher in 6 months. And then if they're able to switch to conventional, 720 score, and I'll give one caveat in a minute, but at a 742 purchase price, now 5% down, their monthly payment is more than if they'd just gone with the lower credit. So two things about that. One, I don't know the interest rate in 6 months. I just left it at today's rate. It could go up, it could go down, it could go either direction. So that definitely changes things. To me, it's very hard to have a crystal ball when it comes to interest rate. Many are predicting that if we go into a recession, interest rates will come down. But if inflation keeps, being persistent, inflation rates could stay the same or go up. So that's a big question mark. Two, if you purchase now, you benefit from that 6 to 7% appreciation. Your home goes up in value, and you actually have more equity in your home in 6 months. Your home's no longer worth $700,000; it's now worth $742,000. And guess what? If rates do come down, you can refinance. And if your credit did go up, because what? Paying your mortgage actually boosts your credit score. If you bought at 670 FICO score, and in 6 months, your home's now worth 742,000. Your credit's now 700, 720. You can refinance if that makes sense. The rates go down and into a better loan. So all that to say is it's not a cut and dry situation, but in general, holding off is not what is recommended because, especially in high cost areas like California and Washington, that prices might slow down, but they're not set to like dip. Some parts of the country might actually drop in prices, but it's not looking like there's going to be a complete crash in the housing market. It's definitely slowing down, but yeah, I think generally speaking, my advice remains the same. If you can afford the payment today, if you can do it today, if it's comfortable, not just you qualify, but it's actually comfortable for you, then by all means, I think it makes sense to go for it now, and we can always refinance later. But if it's 6 months from now, great. But what if it's 3 years from now? Can you make those payments for 3 years? What if it's 5 years from now? Who knows what the market's going to do? Remember, the last 10 years of low interest rates were actually pretty, abnormal for the history of mortgages. So anyways, hit me up if you have any questions. I can run different numbers for you. But this is just a comparison to show that repairing your credit doesn't always benefit you in the long run. Have a great one.